sa akin, okay lang. Hindi ako nagreklamo.
Ano? Wait, sobra agad.
So kung nanalo kayo, sino ang yayayain dito?
Si Aaron. Ikaw, Aaron, kung nanalo ka.
Oo nga, Aaron.
Wow, hindi ko alam parang patis pa pala. My date with Andrew, sensual. Hindi ko siya in-expect.
This camper has a weakness for well-endowed bottoms.
Tapos yun, gaganon-ganonin siya.
Guys,
Tara, change outfit.
alis muna kami.
Sama mo na kay Daddy, ha?
Enjoy. See you later.
Ingatan mo yun, ha? Tips ko sa kanila bago mag-date. Siyempre, maghuhugas si Andrew.
So, I really wanted to talk to you, lalo na after that match. Kasi, nung umaga pa lang, you picked my interest na nung sabi mo, kaya mo mag-workout daily. Gaano ka kadalas mag-workout? If
Every
I
day.
can talk to you. Every day.
Yes, ba?
Ang tigas. Sobrang interesting. Si Jewar ba yung usual type na dinedate ko? Medyo kasi kapag maganda yung body, so yung physique niya okay, may inspire ako dito. Ano ka ba? Parang physical touch, ano ka sa mga ganun? Adverse ka doon? Or...
Love language will actually is physical touch. Tapos,
okay.
Quality time. Yun yung top 2 ko.
Really? So be honest, kanina yung medyo ginagayan-ganyan na
Okay
mo,
lang.
hindi ka naman na
Okay lang, kahit ano pang hawakan mo sa akin, okay lang. Hindi ako nagreklamo.
Ano? Ano
Kahit
sabi
ano
mo?
pang hawakan mo, okay lang.
Huwag mo akong challenge na ganyan.
Sa challenge ka ba?
Wait, sobra agad. Sige, hindi, I just wanted that out of the way kasi syempre we want to be respectful. So,
Kapag tayo okay lang, wala ng consent.
hindi, that's consent.
Oh, that's good. Yun yung consent mo.
actually. Okay.
Pwede mo na hawakan kahit ano.
Isa, Jower, wag may mamatay ka sa akin. Nararamdaman na talaga ako sa loob ko doon. Pero sabi ko, hindi pa, relax ka lang.
At magbabalik ang balitang ina. Kumusta yung ligo session kanina?
Kayo, kamusta challenge kanina? Parang hindi ko kayo nakamusta.
Parang biik, no? Very biik vibes.
Ang sasarap naman ng mga big
Di ba?
Pero ang lakas mo.
Ako ba?
Oo, hindi mo agad napatumba hindi mo hinayaan itumba ka kagad ni Kali.
Tinatry ko nga yung best ko kasi gusto ko manalo. So, wait. So, kung nanalo kayo, sino ang yayayain dito?
O hindi, ikaw. Kapag ikaw nanalo.
Ano, guys, nagugutom ako. I think I want to eat. Cheers tayo with water dahil mamaya feel ko gusto ko mag-alak mamaya. Hindi ko sasagot.
Ang iniisip ko kasi, since medyo naglo-loosen up na ako, actually hindi lang loosen up eh, comfortable na ako ipakita kung sino ako. I just wanna make sure that everyone sees me.
Ikaw yung nanalo. Sino nade-date mo?
Ang sabi ko si Edward.
May charot-charot ka.
Oo nga, kahit i-recap mo.
Ay, ikaw.
I-recap doon. Sabi ko si Edward kasi sabi ko maganda yung chemistry namin bilang friends pero hindi ko pa siya totally nakikilala on a deeper level. Yun yung sagot ko. Dun sa guy na may interest ako,
Julian, kanino mo ibinigay ang spark mo?
no other than ants. Obvious naman, even though torpe ako, parang nakarating naman na talaga sa kanya. However, hindi ko pa lang siya dinadirect sa kanya. Ikaw, kung nanalo ka, kung ikaw nanalo, ano?
Okay, ba't ka umalis? Hoy, father, ba't ka umalis?
Hindi. Sasagot na ngayon.
Ang hirap nga sagot.
Sagot.
Si Aaron.
Ikaw, Aaron, kung nanalo ka.
Oo nga, Aaron.
Si Harold.
Charot-charot. Nag-isip ka pa.
Nakikilig ako.
Paano yung kilig? Oo nga, namumula ka eh.
Siguro naman tanongin natin si Kim.
Si Kim, oo nga.
Ano? Wala pa.
Bakit?
Pero may potential na yung binigyan mo ng spark, siyang pipilibong kapartner.
Si Julio?
Of course.
Parang I did not give that spark naman for nothing. Yeah. Actually, mas nag-enjoy ako sa game. More than naging agresibo ako na makuha yung pool date. Kasi, okay, you get to have like a one-on-one pool date with someone. Pero this camp is also a ground for us to make connections. So, okay, swimming kayo dyan. Dito ako lalandi.
Taray. So, sino nga lalandiin mo?
Gusto ko yung tingin mo.
Feeling ko, si Ants. Baka nga yung mga small moments namin na nagkakatingin, baka may something.
Ano yung
Wala pa nga.
Di, feeling ko nandito yun.
Siyempre, medyo na-attract kasi ako sa Chase. So parang pag hindi nabibigay agad sa akin, parang mas ginugusto ko siya lalo. Gusto niya ng cereal, very good for breakfast. Parang gusto ko din mag-cereal sa akin. Gusto mo? Hati tayo.
Sure. Nagkausap kami ni Ants. He invited me to make a cereal. Yeah.
Hati na lang ba tayo sa isang bowl?
Sure. Anything you want, Ants.
Awkward ba na, Ant?
Yeah. Antoine.
Di ba? Pero,
Cute naman ang cereals nila.
naghanda ka ba nung like, going into camp? Like, did you prepare or something? Kebs lang, diretso punta ng camp.
Prepare, of course.
Workout.
Workout.
Sipag mo mag-workout
Bawal ako mag-workout.
recently. Bakit?
For 2 months kasi I had an operation here sa back.
Ano nangyari?
Sis. Yeah.
So, hindi ka pwede mag-lift ng heavy stuff?
Yeah, for 2 months.
Pero parang nakita ko pa last time na you were
Throwback.
posting about... Gets. Sabi ko, grabe yung ni Aaron.
So,
How long have you been single na ba?
1 year na.
1 year na. Okay, pwede na yan.
June.
Pwede na. Pwede na.
Huwag ka lang siya.
Pwede na nga. So, nung nag-one-on-one kami ni Edward, hindi kasi ako sanay mag-approach sa people. So, I really appreciate na parang siya yung nag-approach sa akin. Sweet ka ba sa person?
Sobra, parang hindi ko, ayoko sabihin
Medyo
na,
weakness ko yan.
ayoko sabihin.
Kasi hindi ako ganun eh.
Really?
Medyo pagka take home term na, parang nonchalance ako.
I can see. Actually, nung mga first
So, parang medyo chill lang ako. Kumbaga parang mas surprise na, surprising na pala dapat.
okay ka lang sa sa OA. Sa very animated.
Actually, parang ganun nga yung parang gusto ko sa person eh. Kasi ako parang tahimik kami. So ano na lang kung dalawa kaming ganito, magkatabi kami. Tapos wala na nag-i-ignite. Kasi kailangan ko lang ma-stimulate eh. Kailangan ko lang ma-trigger. Kaya mo ba yan?
Kaya.
Na-appreciate ko yung gesture na ginawa niya. Kasi that time, I feel na parang, nag-i-exist pala ako.
Ano bang napapahappy sa'yo sa isang relationship? Like, kunwari, date ideas. Ano bang mga date?
Date ideas. Actually, kahit saan tayo mag-date, basta nakausap kita na maayos.
Talaga?
Oo. Wala talaga akong pinipiling lugar eh. Basta
Talaga?
kasama kita, okay lang
Talaga?
ako. Oo, ganun na ako. So, gusto mo mag-beach? Teka, beach tayo. Ganun as a nonchalant, di ba? Dili ako kausap. Gusto mo beach? Tara, beach tayo.
Oh,
Gusto mo
really?
sa rest? Okay lang. Gusto mo tusok doon sa tabi? Okay lang sa akin.
After namin mag-talk ni Joer, parang ngayon wala pang red flag. Hinahanap ko pa eh. Pero as of now, wala pa. Thank you for that.
Very romantic. Thank you.
No, it's for us.
First date, so alam naman natin lahat what does it feel like on a first date. Feeling ko ang dami lang butterflies sa stomach ko.
After you? No, after you.
You sure?
Thank you. Wow, this is really very magical. Like, ito na yon. Ito na yung first date namin ni Kali dito sa camp. Wow, hindi ko alam parang patis pa pala yung passage din.
Of course, nurse na tayo.
Huh?
Nurse din ako, di ba?
Oh, that's right.
So I know a bit of massage, massage, that
Pero pag nakatulog ako dito. One thing's for sure, ang sarap mag-massage ni Kali.
So our first date?
Your first date. Thank you for picking me. It's your date. I was really... Well, how can I say this? I was trying to think na parang maybe you could choose other campers as well. Pero, kumbaga parang 50-50 kasi we did like, had a mutual spark last night. And part of me was like, I think sabi ko, Kali will choose me, maybe? I don't know.
Were you having second doubts about me?
No, with what happened with the mutual spark.
No.
I actually want to talk with you about that as well. Kumbaga parang what happened last night. It was like, kumbaga parang I was a little bit confused, to be honest, last night. Especially kumbaga parang nung before ako matulog. Sabi ko, is it really like me that Kali chose? Or is it really Edward? Kasi kumbaga parang with all the things that happened like during the mutual spark, sabi ko, baka si Edward talaga yung pili. And then like, I felt bad kasi kumbaga parang sabi ko, baka kumbaga parang nag-guilty ka lang kasi ikaw yung pili ko as my spark.
No. Actually, when you said na parang akong pinili mo as your spark, I was really elated. Sobrang happy ko talaga nun. Pero a part of me was sad kasi I was really thinking na nalagay ko yung spark ko sa beam ni Edward. And I was thinking na it was really meant for you.
Like my name is Edward.
I know. I really thought I put my spark dun sa beam ni Edward talaga. Pero alam ko that deep in my mind, it was really meant for you talaga. Kaya nung sinabi ni Mother Mala na Kali, reveal kayo mo binigay yung spark mo. Tapos sinabi ko talaga agad doon na, sabi ko, Mother, can I explain? Kasi sobrang sad talaga ako kasi nakita ko talaga face mo. I was looking at you, by side, I didn't look at you straight in your face kasi sabi nakita ko sa'yo. Gumanon ko talaga, I chose Edward. Gumanon talaga yung mukha mo.
Oh my God, I'll be honest, I was expecting. Sabi ko, pagka sabi ni Mother sa name mo na parang Kali, reveal your spark, sabi ko, maybe he's gonna mention my name. I was expecting. Kasi kumbaga parang I really had like a good connection with you. Especially like during like, the first few like moments we met. And we had like a couple of discussions. Parang sabi ko, you're, kumbaga parang walang dull moments. Kumbaga parang whenever we talk, like kumbaga parang really continuous siya. So kumbaga parang walang bored moment. Kumbaga parang we have like, we have like similarities. So kumbaga parang kaya that night feel ko na sabi ko, wow, feeling ko naman sasabihin yung name. And then eventually you mentioned somebody else's name. Kaya feeling ko napansin mo rin siya. Na parang somehow I felt sad. Kasi kumbaga parang sabi ko, okay. Sabi ko, well, I guess like it's not really mutual. And then suddenly like you just raised your hand. And then you're like, Mother, can I explain? And I was like, what's going on?
No. I really found parang a connection between us when we talked nung hapon. Sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, I think he's the one. I hope it might work out and it will turn into something more than a spark. Tanong ko lang, anong mga deal breakers mo sa isang relationship?
Deal breakers. I think like cheating. Like each workers.
It's given naman eh. Given na yung cheating
No, kasi kumbaga parang for me, kumbaga parang my previous two relationships are kind of like tolerable for like cheating. As long as like you're honest, feeling ko, doon naman talaga, yun naman pala yung pinaka-foundation ng isang relationship with honesty. So, yeah, yun.
Is watching porn considered as cheating ba?
Oh, that's a good question.
Kasi there are times na di tayo magkasundo sa there are times na medyo busy tayo sa isa't isa.
I think like if you tell your partner about like you're watching porn, I think like it's okay. Pero kumbaga parang if you're just like nagsasarili ka lang, kumbaga parang if you just lock yourself out in a room and then like you're just watching porn or something, and then I kind of find it, I feel like cheating. Pero kumbaga parang if just like, I'm just gonna watch some porn or whatever. Like, I think like that should be fine. Bakit? Ikaw ba? Kumbaga parang you find it like...
Kasi there are times, I have to be honest
Kasi with my job kasi, I get to fly a lot. So I don't get to be with you all the time. And alam naman, tao lang tayo, laki tayo. We get to have some urges kahit sa ibang bansa.
That's true. I mean,
Oo. Pero at least nagsasarili lang, di ba? Kasi looking for others, di ba?
That's true. Kumbaga parang, have you ever heard of like, Mile High Club?
Ako pa ba tinatanong mo?
Sige, tinatanong mo. You've been like in the industry for 16 years. So kumbaga parang naisip ko, have you heard of like the Mile High Club?
Oo, pero I've never
Have you
done
tried?
that. No, I did try. Ako pa ba mawalan pa akong trabaho? Ano ko ba?
No, because like I've heard it from like some other colleagues as well that it's kind of like really a thing. Like when you're flying up in the air. I've never flown like long haul flights.
Pero,
So, I mean, I know you've flown.
Is that your kink ba?
Like you said, like you don't. Ako for me ako lang. Kumbaga parang you don't shit on your. Kumbaga parang.
At your own backyard?
Exactly. Kumbaga parang better na do it somewhere else rather than like doing it at your own backyard, like you said.
So you're open to the idea?
Huh?
You're open to the idea?
I heard about it, pero pero yeah, I mean, I heard about it, pero kumbaga parang kung sobrang busy ka naman.
Oo.
Feeling ko naman kung sobrang busy ka naman, hindi mo na siya mapapansin. Kung hindi mo na siya maiisip gawin.
Seloso ka ba?
No.
Kasi,
Ikaw ba selos ka?
sobra. Kasi, right times kasi sa pag-layover, may roommates kami.
Hindi kayo parang isang part.
Depende sa seniority yun.
So kumbaga
You get
parang,
jealous daw, say may naka-roommate akong ibang lalaki.
no, I don't think so. If it's work, it's work. Kumbaga parang, why would I even like, think other thoughts? Diba? Kumbaga parang,
Ayun ang gusto ko talaga pag ibang taga-bangsa, no? Kasi very open-minded.
sabi ko nga sa'yo, when I move out of the country, kumbaga parang, I basically kind of like pack up my boy romantico kind of, or usually like I'm a John Lloyd kind of type of guy before. So kumbaga parang, I'm not pushing it.
No, it's okay. I'm kidding you. Kasi nalamig ako.
Pero kumbaga parang, yun, kumbaga parang when I got into the stage, kumbaga parang naging mas open-minded ako. Kumbaga parang feel ko na as long as you trust a person and like your relationship is grounded with honesty and trust, I feel like wala ka dapat pang ibang isipan. Diba?
But I was like, you know what? Kayo, magaling talaga kayo magpapag-communicate, no? You know what words, when to say it. Parang ang galing niya makipag-communicate.
Like,
Pag Gemini talaga. Sorry. No. Don't take it negatively.
I was like-
that's a component. Kasi, oo.
because I was like, you just mentioned like a couple of minutes ago that you had like problems with Gemini and then now you're saying it's Gemini.
Kasi to be honestly, I attracted a lot of Gemini in my life. And it's like the universe is telling me na to be more vocal about my emotions. Kasi tendency ko kasi, medyo ay kinikimkim ko lahat ng mga masakit sa heart ko. I don't talk about it. As much as possible, I avoid confrontations.
I mean, why?
Yung parang natatakot na ako masaktan.
Di ba dapat if you... Naisip ko lang kung parang if you're why you're trying to avoid confrontations kung yun naman yung way para maging open kasi kasi for me kumbaga parang if you're trying to avoid confrontations then kumbaga parang so that means na ayaw mong mapag-usapan kung ano yung dapat pag-usapan.
Ganun ako minsan. I think that's my red flag.
Okay.
And I'm telling you right now because I want to be open and I want you to know kung ano talaga ako. Kasi if you could not accept it, let me know ahead of time.
Yeah, of course. I would say like very intimate and very kumbaga parang personal din ang atake talaga. Kumbaga parang ito yung moment na nakilala ko si Khalid on a deeper level. Curious lang ako. Like about I know like you can answer it. You may not answer.
Okay,
Kasi
go
kumbaga
ask. Sige na, I'm ready to answer. Bilis.
How old are you? Straight up question. Straight up question.
Pulaan mo.
I think you mentioned it. 24?
24? Really?
I think 24.
You really think I'm 24?
24.
Okay.
Final answer. Final answer?
Final answer.
Take another guess.
Higher, lower?
Higher.
Higher.
If you get it right, I'll kiss you.
Higher. Wait. Ano year ka pinanganak?
Sorry na.
Sige na! 38.
Oh, you're almost there. Pero I'm 39.
39. Doesn't look like 39.
Bulero.
Take it a kiss. Half kiss. 39.
Yeah.
Hold on. You guess. I'll give you a kiss.
33.
No.
34.
Yeah! I'm 34. 34.
I know my thing.
So you get the kiss.
How would I say it? Kinikilig? Kasi it's been a while since I kissed someone. 5 years. Na-feel ko na gusto rin niya ako.
Being in our 30s ba? Nahihirapan ka ba sa pagiging pag-date?
I think like being in your 30s is more like you're mature enough to know what's right and wrong. Kasi I kind of feel like when you're trying to kind of like date people like earlier than 30s, they're still like on their figuring out stage. So I kind of feel like when you're trying to date in your 30s, it's kind of like more mature than like the younger ones. I feel like
Or how's the experience?
of dating in the 30s, it's hard. I would say
Sobrang hirap, diba?
it's hard kasi kumbaga parang
That's why I joined this
diba? Kasi kumbaga parang like I said, kumbaga when you're in your 30s, kumbaga parang nasa maturity level ka na. So people are looking for more stable, not just like, financially, physically, mentally. Kasi kumbaga parang the expectations are way higher.
It is really important for me to date someone within our age bracket kasi we almost have the same view in life already. Midlife na kami. Andun na kami.
Pero did you enjoy ba na date?
Sobra.
This is for you.
Thank you. And I mean, thank you for choosing me as your date.
Of course.
Hindi ko siya in-expect. Nang bongga. Nag-expect ako ng mga...
Pero alam mo, nagselos pa ako kanina.
Or,
Alam ko, medyo type mo si Joey. Aminin mo. Alam ko.
hindi lang ako. Maraming
Pero sinasabi mo nga, di ba, you're not rebutting my statement.
Yeah. I'm not, sabi ko nga sa'yo, honesty and trust is really kind of like my core values.
Okay.
So, hindi ko siya type. Kumbaga parang type ko yung mga ganong katawan.
Oh,
Six-pack or something.
Eh, what if nag-workout ako para sa'yo?
You don't have to. No, seriously. Walang echos.
Totoo.
Kumbaga parang, walang echos. Kumbaga parang kagabi, na-realize ko na nung nagkaroon tayo ng parang team matter na yung dating sa Sparks reveal. Kumbaga parang, I think it was Edward and Julio who mentioned about personality. And last night, I kind of figure out na parang, may point na.
Okay.
Kumbaga parang, I feel like yung sexual preference and kind of like yung, for example, yung body types or whatever, if the person doesn't have like personality, I kind of feel like it's not really gonna work.
At least bagay tayo sa sexual preference.
Oh yeah. I was about to say, I was like, nung nakita ko yung Tumblr mo na top, like,
Feeling ko dominant top si Kali, and I can see that through his personality as well. So talagang I totally agree with him 100% na match naman talaga pagdating sa bagay na yun.
My date with Andrew, how would I describe it? Sensual.
Matagal ko na nararamdaman, pero di pa rin hantang aminin ito. Ngunit paano naman ako habang buhay na lang bang itatago sa'yo?
Good evening! Grabe naman ang papagod. Pagod ba ang aking mga camper? Huwag kayong mag-alala dahil nag-abala ang mother ninyo to give you some cocktail.
Pag may alak, may talak. My God!
At toast to my dear campers. Cheers! How are you, Callie and Andrew?
We're great.
We're good.
Where is this feeling coming from, Callie?
I've never expected to have a great connection with Andrew so far. I think the spark is there, but we're still getting to know each other pa more.
The experience of Mother is very magical.
We're good.
We're good. We're vibing and it's just a magical feeling.
Well, it's time for another moment of truth. At ngayon, we will try to discover each other's naughty side. Dahil may alak, ang pulutan natin ngayon ay sekreto patungkol sa inyong mga kinks and somehow secrets inside the four sides of your bed.
Wow, ready na ba ako malaman ng mundo to?
But this time, iibahin natin ang sistema. After reading your secrets, you are to raise these flags.
Okay. I think this is gonna be an interesting night.
You will raise the green flag if you find the secret a turn on. Red flag naman if you find it turn off. This is your sexy moment of truth. Whew. Let's start with the first secret. This camper loves role-playing. And he loves to dress up as a corporate guy. May glasses pa pag nagse-sexy time. Red flag or green flag?
What?
Aaron, bakit red flag ang role-playing?
For me naman, I just want plain sex. And that's all. Yun lang. Boring akong tao.
Well, that's your preference. You don't like the role, but you like playing.
Yes.
Oh, gusto natin yan. Oh, green flag. Oh. Okay. The camper who loves role-playing. Camper, reveal yourself.
Hi, Mother.
Expected naman sa physical appearance niya. Para siyang police. Valid naman.
I have a thing with yung gaya men in uniform and also men in corporate. So parang when minsan nag-BS, with my partner pa ako, na we having sex, tapos naka-uniform. I was fully clothed, tapos nagka-sex kami with that. Tapos I have specific glasses pa for that.
Anong shape?
Dapat medyo square.
Bakit?
Wala lang. Nakakalaw so pag ganun.
Wait lang. Meron akong pasalamin dito. Sir, you have so many emails that in the unread. You want to read them?
Ang tanong ko naman, are you the boss?
Yes, of course.
Okay!
Dominating boss.
Dominating boss. Okay! Let's proceed with our next secret. This camper has a weakness for well-endowed bottoms. In short, mahilig sa Dax. Dax na bottom. Red flag or green flag? Harold.
Siyempre, sino bang may gusto ng jutes? Ano ganun-ganun? Mabuhay mga jutes.
Pero sino sa tingin mo yung nagmamay-ari ng sekretong ito?
Dax na bottom.
Mahilig sa Dax na bottom.
Sa Dax na bottom. Ikaw. Feeling ko si Kim.
Ikaw. Bakit siya?
Pa-mysteryo siya tapos alam ko top siya eh.
Top siya at pa-mysterious si Kim. Sino ang mahilig sa Dax na bottom? Camper, reveal yourself. Edward!
I'm sorry, I have to explain.
You can explain.
Okay, gusto ko medyo well-endowed si Bottom or Dax si Bottom para Yung minsan mas dax sa akin, and if mas dax sa akin, that's big. Sorry. Oh my God.
Bakit ka nahihiya?
No, I have to say. Sorry. That's
No,
not
you
true.
don't have to apologize.
So yun, parang pag duck siya, tapos missionary position, tapos nakikita mo, pwede mong gawing joystick, ang dahil activity.
Bottom, well endowed. It's a match.
To any one of you, does size matter? Kim,
It doesn't.
what matters to you?
Performance for sure. Yeah. Or connection.
Connection, diba? Nasa sa atin yon. Of course, meron tayong mga pleasure points. And it just so happened na for some, size, some, performance. Ang mahalaga, both of you are pleased.
Size is a bonus for me, but it is not a prerequisite to date me.
Let's proceed with our next secret. This camper fantasizes about a threesome with a straight couple. Red flag or green flag?
My current state, hindi ko gusto ang bilat. Hindi ko gusto ang babae. So, pass muna tayo doon.
Andrew.
I personally am not into like straight couples. Like siguro kung yung guy lang, hindi kasama yung yung girl. Iwan sa bahay.
Paano kung ako yung part?
Kayo po yung iiwan sa bahay or or yung sasama. Sasama Mother Green.
Hindi ka pa
Iiwan red.
Naku, ikaw talaga. Okay. Camper, reveal yourself.
Me, mother. Kasi I watch straight porn also. And parang mas nasustrike yung curiosity ko more. So I think I would want to experience it sometime.
I've done it with men, I've done it with women. So, pwede.
Do you consider yourself bisexual?
I'm not sure if I'm bi, but I guess I just have to learn about myself more in the future.
And I like that. In finding out who we are and trying things out, dun natin madadetermine ang ating sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. And I hope you'll be able to determine that. Okay?
That's my sexy secret. And if that isn't applicable for them, okay lang. Hindi naman ako nasaktan or what. Pero tinake note ko yung mga na-green flag.
This camper doesn't have kinks, but is proud to say that he can match your freak. Green flag or red flag? Unanimous decision.
Unanimous decision po.
Okay. At dahil dyan, the camper who can match your freak, reveal yourself. Kim! No kinks.
No kinks. I think this is the question that I had the hardest time answering, but I do know how to match freaks, so...
What's the freak that you loved matching with?
Oh my God. Not that I've tried, but I agree with Ants. I would love to try it with a straight couple.
Okay.
Parang wow. Match the kink pala.
Maraming salamat, Kim. Let's proceed with our next secret. This camper has a fascination with orgasms. Okay, red flag or green flag? Ants, why is it a green flag for you?
I think I'm not super into it, but it's not a red flag for me, so I think I'm fine with it, so it's a green flag.
But you do like orgasms.
Of course. I mean, I think everyone likes orgasms.
Paano ang sound ng orgasm ni Ants?
Yung pag-uungol, it turns me on kasi it's an indication na okay, na please ko, na satisfy ko yung partner ko with what I'm doing to him.
Camper, reveal yourself.
Hey.
Hey! Pero bakit orgasms?
Parang QR code siya.
Ito rin yung QR code.
Diba? Nobody comes the same way.
Diba? Some dribbles, some shoots. Tapos iba-iba yung ungol. Parang nakakatawa. Hindi nakakatawa. Nakakatuwa panoorin how it's like fingerprints for each person.
Yung orgasm ko naman is... Regine.
It's also a turn on.
It is something that is personal, diba? At tama ka, iba-iba ng ways. Diba? Maybe it's because of the physical characteristics, we don't know. But the feeling of reaching that orgasm is actually pleasurable.
Okay, parang hindi pa... I think it's normal for everyone to hear that. It's also nice na parang you have to figure out a way on how to make someone come.
Do you feel like it's an achievement to make someone come?
Always. I make sure if I get the pleasure that I need and I want, I also want to give it to the person I'm with.
And that's how it should be. Period! Yes! Thank you for sharing, Julio. This camper had sex on a mountain kahit may chance na makagat siya ng ahas.
Dito ba yun?
Red flag or green flag?
Ooh, outdoorsy.
Aha! Gusto ko marinig si Joer.
Wouldn't want a little adventure in their sex life, di ba? So mamaya, inawakan niya pa, nag-enjoy niya pa, pinipisil-pisil niya pa yung ahas, di ba?
Dahil dyan, camper, reveal yourself. Ayan na.
Nakakahiya. So yun, nangyari po yun nung high school days ako.
Oo.
Pero sa ex ko naman, sobrang busy kami nun sa school, tas wala na kaming time sa isa't isa. Parang 1 week kaming busy sa mga kaganapan sa school. Nagkaroon kami ng time. Sa puno pa ng mangga, ginawa namin siya sa ilalim ng puno ng mangga. Actually, hindi ko siya fantasy. Nangyari lang talaga yun kasi libog na ako. Like, isang linggo, sago-sago na to, Bio. Give mo na.
May thrill ba? Yung mga ganitong experience?
May thrill. Kasi baka mamaya napapanood kami ng mga kapre, diwata, di ba? May audience kami, di ba? May audience, di ba? May audience.
From one fantasy to another fantasy.
Di ba? May mga diwatang nanonood.
I think, bibigyan ko siya ng hall pass. Joke.
This camper fantasizes about giving up control. Tied up, blindfolded, completely at someone else's mercy.
50 Shades of Peg.
Green flag, red flag. Ants, bakit siya red flag?
I'm claustrophobic. So, pag hindi ako makagalaw, or if I'm tied up, or if I'm blindfolded, uneasy ako. So, pag nangyari yun during sex, I'm not gonna be turned on. Kaya it's a red flag for me.
Camper, reveal yourself. Julian! Tell us something about this.
Never in my life, I've been sexually adventurous. Pero for some reason, hindi ko pa na-experience yung act na naka-tied up ka and may mga chains. Tapos if you know sounding, professional sounding, yun yung pinaka gusto ko matry. Yung professional sounding, ito yung parang may mahabang bakal. Tapos yun, gaganon-ganonin siya.
Gusto mo ba?
Joanne!
Parang madali lang yung hinihiling mo. So, Julian, gusto mo bang ma-experience yun? Tumingin.
Nagbo-blush si Julian! Julian, hindi mo kailangan mag-yes or mag-no. Kailangan mo lang erase ang green
Super
flag
green flag ako
or
kanina
red
eh.
flag.
Pero paano pag nagkasunog, di natusta kang libog? Ay, sorry.
Tingsan doon. Tingsan doon.
So, Joyer, you've tried this because
Yes.
you're role-playing. Oh, you are into this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Super. Pinabasa pala ni Mother, green flag na agad ako with flying colors. Na-excite ako doon.
This camper likes a partner who comes fast and doesn't want sex to be long? Sa naunang secret, red flag or green flag? Harold, bakit siya red flag sa'yo?
Kasi anong sex yun? Diba? Ano yun? Parang walang kwentang sex yung pag parang ang bilis labasan. Parang walang thrill. Kaya feeling ko kaya may mga nagro-roleplay eh. Siguro yun yung mga mabilis labasan. May eksena muna bago magpandali. Bago magbembangan. No? May point, diba?
Okay, we respect your point of view, Harold. Camper, reveal yourself. Harold!
Yeah. You know, I'm very boring naman sa sex. I admit, and then it's a red flag. Yan. I want short lang. Quickie. Kasi,
Why do you say so?
I think I consider myself naman not sexually active. Salsa lang.
Lo lang, sapat na. Hey!
We love salsal. Hello. Let's be sex positive. Di ba, Mother?
Salsalin ka na.
I think 7 years ago, I was really parang active sa sex. And then one time, I found out nung ka-hook up ko is HIV positive. Parang nataranta ako and then I went to my friend na nurse. So yun, tinitest niya ako like every 3 months. So until now, I'm safe naman. So parang na-trauma ako.
Pero pag may element of love, does that change the dynamics?
We'll see. Tonight.
So important yung layer ng emotions when it comes to you liking the act.
Yes.
Medyo na-feel bad ako doon sa sinasabi niyang boring siya sa kama. Pero dahil nakilala niya ako, at marami nagsasabi boring din daw yung side sa kama, eh di pareho na kaming boring. Perfect match! Eh!
This camper fantasizes about good-looking men lining up so he could dominate them and have sex with them. Red flag or green flag? Kim, why is it a red flag?
Hindi naman sa, it's like a red flag. Pero siguro parang, like as someone who would match freaks, parang interesting, but would I do that? I don't know. Shit, kaya ko kaya yun? Parang hindi ko talaga kaya.
Camper, reveal yourself.
It's me, Mother.
Kali. Mahilig magpalinya.
Sali naman.
Okay, wala tayo.
No. FYI.
Kali, why this fantasy?
FYI, I haven't done it pa ha, pero it's just a fantasy lang. Parang, it's a part of me is very territorial, very possessive. So, parang gusto ko, inaangkin ko lahat. I find pleasure wherein I feel that I own that person. Parang sa akin lang talaga yan.
So merong power dynamics for you.
Yes, for me.
How important is power?
No, I think it all boils down to communication. The power dynamics and everything else, lahat yan may pre-communication.
Always, 'di ba? In any relationship, communication is key. Our next secret. This camper enjoys checking out bathhouses at mga dark room events. Red flag or green flag? Hey, Julian, nahirapan to race.
If you're single, by all means, enjoy. For me, hindi siya magandang konsepto when it comes sa relationship. Kasi it's defeating the purpose eh. When you're in a bathhouse, it's full of temptations. Bakit ka rin pupunta sa full of temptations kung pwede ka naman sa mga wholesome na mga spa? Yun po.
Okay. Alamin natin sa kanya kung kailan niya ginagawa. Camper, reveal yourself. Okay. Andrew.
Hi, let me explain.
I will allow you to.
Ang nakita ko na si Kali, naka-red flag. So parang kumbaga parang, oh my gosh, ito na ba yung moment na tapos naming mag-date, sabi niya na parang, it's not gonna work out kasi I don't really like people going to bathhouses. When I moved to the States back in 2017, as a person of color, nahirapan po ako, gay person of color, nahirapan akong humanap ng connections. And the only way for me to be able to make connections is to go to bathhouses, to go to bars or dark rooms where you can be able to talk to people first bago lumalim ang gabi. Kumbaga parang magkaroon ng group of friends, magkaroon ng support, especially mag-isa lang ako dun sa lugar na yon. You just have to find somebody in the right time at the right place.
So it's a way for him to actually look for friends and be able to root himself in the US.
Were you in a relationship ba
story.
that time?
No. Siyempre, eventually, when you get into a relationship, it's a matter of if your partner is also open with it or not. And personally, kumbaga parang ako, kung ano yung gusto ng partner ko, yun yung masusunod, siyempre. Kumbaga parang it's a matter of give and take as well.
Thank you.
Mother, sorry, I'd like to add something.
Okay, go
Kasi
ahead.
if merong mga makakapanood nito, sana malaman nila to be more responsible. Kasi hindi lang ikaw nga, ano yun? Penetrative sex ang nakaka-contract ng STDs and mga bagay, pati oral, pati mga, alam nyo na po yun.
I agree with Edward kasi kumbaga parang back in the days again, everyone should know their status. And I hope and I wish here in the Philippines as well that people get to know their status as well because it's really important.
And that is a green flag. Thank you so much. Yes, let's wave our green flags. Cheers to responsible sexual behavior. And that's why we wanted to discuss your sexy secrets. Because this is something that we forget to communicate. That being sexual is actually part of our human nature. And I guess yun yung kulang sa atin. That's why we have a high rate of HIV. That's why we have a high rate of pregnancy. Because we don't discuss sex in a mature, responsible manner.
Know your status. Kumbaga parang people somehow are very afraid right now because of they're thinking about sex is sex and they're really trying it out for themselves without knowing that they should have protection.
And that's the point of being sex positive. To be able to develop mature conversations so that in the end, we can have mature decisions, responsible ones that can make us and our partner or partners safe.
Thank you for Mother Mela for sharing those words kasi it made me realize na as a content creator, kailangan ko maging responsible din sa mga pinuput out kong content, especially if related siya sa sex.
Thank you, campers. Cheers to your red flags and green flags.
Iba't iba talaga ang mga trip ng mga tao pala. It's fine with me. Kasi almost lahat doon, I find it green flag.
Cheers!
The experience was pretty liberating. Eto ko You may not or may accept me, pero this is me
Ngayong nainom ko na ang aking drink, may lakas ng loob na akong sabihin, it's time for you to give your spark. At alam ko, naghihintay na naman kayo ng pasabog. But walang pasabog tonight. We will go back to basics. You are to give a spark to the person whom you are attracted with as of now, anonymously.
This time around, hindi ko siya malalaman. So very may pa-surprise effect na naman talaga si Mother.
Tignan ang inyong kapwa campers. Who sparked the conversation about your naughty secrets tonight?
I am more relieved kasi hindi ko na kailangan pa i-announce sa lahat ng campers kung kanino ko ibibigay yung sparks ko.
Are we ready?
Yes, Mother.
Yes, Mother.
Edward, you're first.
So, I'm giving my spark to a new one. I feel like may interaction kami. Marami kaming interaction that day. I'm gonna choose this camper because I know we had a connection and I want to continue the connection that we have.
May mga options ako, pero definitely yung moment of truth na yon, it contributed as to why I gave my sparks to that someone.
I'm giving my spark to the camper na sa tingin ko I've had interesting things with, and basing on the moment of truth as well, I think we're gonna be compatible.
My first spark was more acquaintance, and this time it was more attraction na.
I kind of connected with this camper and na-trigger niya yung interest ko na to know him more.
To be honest, I was really hesitant to give my spark. I'm still confused kung sinong bibigyan ko. But I will follow my gut feeling.
I am gonna be consistent. Probably the shortest explanation ever, but I'm giving the sparks to the person who's making the spark even brighter and brighter as the day goes by.
Actually, I'm having second thoughts about giving this spark.
Binibigay ko tong spark ko na to sa kanya kasi nafe-feel ko siya and gusto ko iparamdam sa kanya na hindi boring yung lulo. Hindi na siya magiging boring kung maglulo kaming dalawa kasi pareho na kaming boring.
During the challenge, it was very competitive, but this person made me feel like I should just be having fun.
Hindi ko parang lubusan talaga nakaka-interact yung initial spark ko. At the same time, syempre, gusto ko siyang kilalanin. Wow, coming from me. Bilang torpe na bading, ibibigay ko pa rin ang sparks ko kay...
All sparks are in. With the secrets that we've heard tonight, did someone see you as a green flag or a red flag? Campers, it's time to open your bins. Andrew, what's your feeling now?
Kabado po, Mother. Kasi kahapon na Steve Harvey na tayo eh. So, kung meron man, I'll be happy. Kung wala, I'll be happy pa din. Lord, sana naman sa akin naman binigay ni Kali.
Tignan natin. This game is called Hang With Me.
Feeling ko ako mananalo dito kasi laki ako sa hirap eh.
Ito, madaya itong dalawan to.
Sabay tayo shower.
Sarap pare. Ako'y nahulog na